What do you see in Tua, and is he a risk that these teams should take high in that first round?
He's a difference maker. He's one of those guys that might be a question mark at the NFL level because of his pure athleticism and all, but you look at things like when he came off the bench in a national championship game, his first real playing time, where everything was on the line, and he performed. The big stage never affected him. He went out and balled. He just flat out played, and he's got a tremendous arm. I go back to that same game, and he just flicks his wrist and that thing's spinning. It reminds me of the way the ball came off Michael Vick's hand because he's a lefty, and how hard and far he can actually throw the football. Tua would be more of a risk because it seems like a lot of his is the scrambling and making things on the fly. But with today's offenses in the NFL, they've adapted to all that, and he can do that as well. Getting the opportunity to be seen firsthand, again, it goes back to me shaking my head and say, hey, you got film on the kid. Watch the kid play. He can play. I hate how guys go to a combine and run around in their underwear with a stopwatch, and all of a sudden they improve. Or they go up or down in the draft because of how they perform, running around in their underwear on a day, or because they can bench press so much, so many times. Can the guy play football? And Tua can. You know, what impressed me most during Heisman weekend, I got a chance to sit down and talk with him, his dad, for a while, and he really perked up when you started talking X's and O's. It was like, you know, he was kind of reserved and quiet, didn't want to, whatever. And you start talking X, he got excited about it. And that meant a lot that he seems like a cerebral kid that really is into that end. And that's where it makes a difference. Everybody's got the arm strength. Some guys are more athletic than others, whatnot. But the difference maker is how hard they study, how far into it they get. And Joe seems to be that type of attention to detail type guy that really is into that end of it, because at the NFL level, it's all about reading coverage and delivering the ball the right way.
You hear people criticizing his 9-inch hands. What do you think of that?
Is that big? Is that small? It's small?
Yeah, I guess they're small.
Can he throw the football? Have you not watched film on the kid? I get so irritated. Like all these, they got to put everything in black and white, and everything's got to be numbers. All the pro football focused stuff, and everybody comes out and charts, and they need a way to justify the move. Watch film. Can the kid play football? Yes, he can. Can he throw the football? Yes, he can. Is he accurate? Yes, he is. All right, let's go. Move forward.
If you're the Bengals and you're on the clock and Doug Flutie's making the pick, is he your clear-cut number one?
I think I'd have to say yes. I mean, it's so risky. It's, you know, college offenses don't always translate. The quarterbacks that have been successful at the college level don't always translate. But Joe Burrow is a pocket passer. He's a kid that stood in there, threw the football, read down. I'd go with it. I really would. He impressed me in his toughness in situations when they got behind, how tough he was running with the football and everything else. I don't see a downside. Now, let's not compare him. Let's not put him in Tom Brady and all those guys, you know, Peyton Manning, all that category just yet. But I think you go with it.